The Arena Sports Show is a platform where football talk is real and there is no topic that is offside. We're so pleased to have you alongside us. My name is Clauiee Grace Mpanza. Never alone, always have my favorite influencer. He believes that he's the ZZ of his generation, still to be proven. He goes by the name of Mahlatse Mphahlele. And today we bring to you Intwana Yaka, a footballer who is not just a baller, but he paints, of course, as he's in the field of play. He's got high IQ, he's got rhythm, he's got presence, and he makes sure to show that in the field of play, be it training or match day. And one thing that is also quite interesting about our guest is that he's got different perfumes for different occasions. I'm told that when he's at the pitch, he got to smell different. When he's traveling, he has to smell different. And whether he's on the bus, dressing room, there's a different scent for everything. Fortune Makaringe joins us today, and we're absolutely pleased to have him alongside us. So much to talk about. We'll talk about football stories, life stories, and of course our usual features. Ntwana, which perfume did you decide to rock today? Because I'm told you're a man of sense. You gotta smell good. It's important, right?
It's part of the manners.
Part of the manners. And you're looking the part too. Thank you for joining us, man.
I'm complaining.
Why are you complaining?
You should have warned me to bring my tie also, please.
I was telling him the same thing.
You know, when you are unemployed, so you have to go with your CV, you have to be presentable.
You gotta look the part, my boy.
So you want to get you must look the part, I understand.
And the red, legit came for an interview.
Yeah. Yes.
So I can't see interview.
Nah, well.
No.
I know. If it was up to me, you already have a job, my boy. How are you, influencer, quickly?
Good.
Good? All right.
We missed you last week.
Oh, really? Okay, we had a few turbulences, but nonetheless, the show must go on. So much has been happening in the world of sport. Let's quickly find out what's in your top stories.
Kaizer Chiefs Marketing Director Jessica Mtaung has asked club supporters to give new Portuguese striker Flavio Silva a chance to prove himself before getting on his back. The junior Springboks were welcomed back to the country on Monday by cheering fans at Tambo Airport after winning the World Rugby Under-20 Championship in Italy at the weekend. CAF General Secretary Veron Musengo Omba has given preparations for the African Nations Championship, better known as CHAN, to be hosted by Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, the thumbs up, with 2 weeks to kick off.
We then move over to Star of the Week. That makes it always a tad difficult to choose an athlete that is, of course, impressed us. I'll start because mine, I think, is obvious. It's always a given influencer.
Motorsport.
Definitely motorsport. Okay. We're going with Mark Marquez. Man, Mark is absolutely on song. He's on form. He's having the time of his life right now. If there's anyone that's going to win the championship, it is him. He is currently leading it, and he's gone on, of course, to extend it. It's 8 victories out of 12 after the previous race weekend. So really great to see Mark back in his foot, especially after that injury that he sustained, and it really took him out for a while. And I mean, I'm sure, Dano, you know all things about injuries and how you have to get back into it mentally. And we'll talk about your injury as well, because that's also a story on itself. But it's really great to see Mark. Who has impressed you, Fortune?
It has to be Andy Dlamini.
Yes.
Kudos to the Banyana team for making it to the semi-finals.
100%.
The whole team, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no. You know, you gotta cheer people. What about you, influencer?
I've got two.
Which is unfair.
I'm going rugby. I'll go with the Springboks.
Uh-huh.
I think they were good against Georgia.
Yeah.
In their last match, and also the under-20s who won the World Championship in Italy. It shows that rugby is in a good space. You know, you've got a crop of young players coming through the system. and also the Springboks. I mean, that match against Georgia, the coach has made so many changes.
Yeah.
And I think most of the players who played in that match against Georgia in Nelspruit will not even be anywhere near
In the best stadium. You gotta say it with your chest. You can't just say in Nelspruit.
Nelspruit, ne? Yeah, at the best stadium.
Thank you
So
very
most
much.
players who played in that match, I don't think they will be anywhere near the team when we start the rugby championship against them.
Yeah.
Against Australia in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, I think my star of the week would be the box and the junior box.
All right, cool. If you noticed when Fortune was talking about Andile and Banyana, he did a fist pump. And I find that interesting because I was talking to Linda Mtambo about you, and he was telling me that, you know, one thing about Indwana Yaka, that being you, is that even at training, when you do something right, you'll fist pump yourself and be like, you did that, Fortune Makaringe. Well done. No, that
Well
was
done,
great.
Forge.
Okay, Kampastana, boy.
Yeah,
So,
man.
why is that important to, you know, also acknowledge your own improvement or doing well at a training session?
I think, you know, there was a point in time in my football career where I kind of felt like I needed to be validated and stuff. And you know, when you seek validation that much, that even when you're doing the right things, no one's going to give you the props or kudos or something.
Yeah.
You are there working hard, doing all the right things, and it seems like the coach doesn't even see you. And then it came to a point in time where I felt like, okay, you get the compliment from your fellow teammates and all of that. It's like, Dwana, you're doing well, keep going and stuff. And I was still young at that time. And one time I was like, I did well in the squad. And Manti came to me and was like, hey boy, you're good enough, you're doing well. Don't seek validation from other people. You've got this. And you're one of the young prospects in this team. So it's me.
Yeah.
You've got this. And
Sure.
That's where it
from
comes
then,
from, yeah.
Yeah, like, well done, Forge. Let's go. Well done. Forge.
Ah, nice.
And the same energy that I give to myself is the same energy that I give to my fellow brothers. Like, well done, Linda. Well done, Ben. When you do well, I'll be one of the first few people to give a compliment. Yeah.
Sure. I absolutely like that. I'm stealing it now because I think it's important. We always talk about, you know, wanting other people to give you flowers. Sometimes I was nigga boy. No. This one is for me to me, and I know all my gradies always do that. From me to me, you're doing well. But then now when we rewind a little bit, one thing about also your look is that you're an educated fella. Like education has always played a big part in your role, also your family. Part of the reason why some might say you started late in terms of football, because I think 21, 22 is when you signed your first professional contract. Talk to us about the role education has played. I mean, you recently graduated. Congratulations.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
It started at a very young age. I think one thing my dad used to say to us, not just me, because I'm one of 3 boys. So I'm the middle child, the joy call of the family.
Number.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song.
So he used to say that football and education must go concurrently. So I'd go to training with my dad, but when I come back from training, my mom will be waiting for me. Homework, Baba. So they instilled that in us, and till today, they still encourage us to stay educated and also follow our dream careers.
Yeah.
Well, we're pursuing different career paths, but doing education all the way, so don't stop.
Sure.
It's a lifelong learning journey, so you can't stop.
And have you found out that footballers or sports people tend to have a different attitude towards education, mainly? Because the reality is that I know now lately footballers, there's less and less time to do stuff because of the amount of work that happens behind the scenes. Yeah, it's not like 5 years ago where you just train for 2 hours and then you've got the whole day. But still, there is time for a pro athlete to study?
I think that's one thing that the PSL has been trying to actually assist in terms of the educational programs that they've been doing. As you have seen that there's guys that have graduated from the programs and stuff.
It keeps, yeah.
Yeah, because I think also the part where we need to seek and acquire the knowledge. Most of us are ignorant and we don't want to seek the knowledge. We feel untouchable and stuff. Mfethu anginanix. Hambe uyocela umsebenzi. Njengoba bengisho ngizomaketha. Hambe uyocela umsebenzi. Hambe uyosika education. Cela ukuthi okay, ngingancedeka kuphi entweni ezinje. So I think leyo information mayingafinyelela kithi.
Yeah.
It will help.
So I've noticed also like some of your colleagues who we could extend to say your friends, right? They always say that friends are a reflection of who you are. I mean, most of your friends, they all read. You bring in Mabue, you bring in a Zegs, you bring in a Linda. They are all readers. When you chose them, do you think that's also some of like what attracted you to them, as to it's just beyond about talking about football, but also like talking about life in general and just empowering each other?
I think it's more about empowering one another.
Yeah.
Talking about life in general, and then all these other things, these other attributes, they just fall into place. I won't lie, I didn't know Ulindu Yafun and stuff. But when you get into that bus, maybe you're traveling, you're going to play away, when you hop into that flight, everyone's just a book there, a book there. I'm like, oh wow. Even when you go to the bookstore, now you're thinking, oh, if I'm gonna get a gift, I might as well just get this book for so and so because he's into this and this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gels in quite well, man.
No, man, I like that. And then you talk about your parents playing a big role in terms of your education. I know that at some point, Isibaya, Ipapgeldi, The Queen, are episodes that you enjoy watching. You talk about local productions that you enjoy. How did you grow up? You know, what are some of the things that you grew up watching and that you really enjoyed, and what got you into football?
I would say I grew up watching, I can't remember, SABC One.
Yeah.
SABC One.
Generations.
Generations here. Emzini Mkhize here.
Yeah.
And then at least by my Mondays big so before Soccer Zone it was, what's this? Kone soccer show nje bekhona. Yeah, back then. So you'd watch that, Nini Friday yabo was a weekend, but kakhulu SABC One.
Yeah.
So ibhola, because ubaba mbika coach. So I coach eshaya naye, coach abashaya naye labafundisana. So mina kahle kahle ngikhulula ekhaya le law enforcement. Ngapha ne-education. Baba mi police. So ngapha education by so if angenzi kahle ngizophala impama. Ngesithama lami liphela bona abatrainwe ezamasotsha. Ngala ku military training uma uzoba yipolice. So yonke into uzoshawa nani. So ibhola bebangifoster kahle ukuthi ngidlale ibhola. Bengidlala ngenkani. Angikwazi ukutrappa but angeke udlale ibhola ungakwazi ukutrappa ungakwazi ukuphasa.
Sure.
Khala impama. Ngatrappa ibhola ngesitayela. Yabo, so yonke into uyafika ukwazi ukubhala ngibamba ipeni kanjani umama impama.
Sure.
So ufunda kanzima. Manje uyakhula and then uyabona ne-discipline iyaqala manje because khona indlela yokwenza uyenzi nje nje.
Yeah.
Indlela yokwenza, indlela yokugcoka, indlela yokuhamba. Yabo?
Yeah.
Ngiphi ngikhulile kasi phela mina. Mabona ama-role model ayabhamba na ufuna ukubhamba uma ufika endlini asibhambi la
Straight.
sihamba kahle. So
Hamba ngelayini.
yeah.
And then yini lokuthanza ukubukela nyalo?
Manje nje ngithanda ukuzibukelela manje khona masho maningi yabo.
Yeah, so many choices.
Angisaso umuntu we-TV kakhulu. Ngapha you know Pretty Girl.
Yeah.
Pretty Girl ufuna ukubukela i-YouTube yena. Yabo. So at least
shoot shorts and all those things.
stream kahle.
Yeah.
Stream kahle sibukela arena sports show kamnandi.
That's what you did there, Donna.
Kanti ke kakhulu manje yazi ukuzodlala nama kids shows.
Yeah.
They run the world. So ona yonke mina personally uzibukelela yona Mzansi Magic.
Yeah.
Mzansi Magic number 1. Ama-shows akhona ngizohamba nawo nje. Ngahlela landelana kanje.
So TV.
Stand out. Isikhathini samanje ngisho ukuthi
Shaka Ilembe.
Shaka Ilembe.
Everybody's loving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your show.
Khalela Sunday. Ngilaphayana.
So what do you Giants? So after Shaka says Bugeli Giants. But anyway.
You don't like me. I don't have a TV. TV sometimes for me. It's
not a thing.
Sometimes even live sports, sometimes I just don't. Yeah, so.
You fruit man. Sometimes just go be so good to you fruit man.
Angeke ahlala bukela TV.
Like even podcasts, because they're the in thing now. I really listen to podcasts in the car.
Oh, there's a one that he likes. He must tell you about it. But anyway, I don't want to expose you.
Increase the level of productivity.
Yeah, when I'm moving, then I'm listening to this thing and then I'm moving. And when I get to wherever I'm going, I'm going to do what I'm doing, then I go. But sitting at home, I just don't have that attention span to sit and unless I really want to watch something.
Yeah.
A football match also, I do watch a lot of sports, but sometimes, yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself with basketball?
I think I just fell in love with the sport. Just fell in love with the sport, and it's crazy because I watch more of documentaries and I would say games as a basketball than as a soccer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you were to ask me about basketball players, I would tell you more players than I would tell you about soccer players, especially the recent ones and stuff.
Do you know what Linda said? You know what Linda said?
Yeah.
He was like, I think because if he hides and gang,
Ne?
he thought he was going to play basketball while actually I took a ball.
So I looked at the Gulbama and in there. Shemi Pola Bugay, Liganga. Polang. Mhlampu ukuthi ngiphike nokuthi ngifuna ukubukela bani. Nama players athize ngithanda ukwabukela than ukubukela nje the whole game. So ngasho nokubhoreka mangibukela ibhola.
Uyaboreka?
I know for me, she spoke about Zizou at the beginning of the show. That's my type of players that I watch. These other ones I don't have time for. No, but he's correct. It's something which people don't want to talk about, to admit. Like English football for me, most teams I don't have time for that thing. I grew up watching Arsenal. They played very good football. Lately, Manchester City. I found it very, very hard to watch most of the English teams. I just couldn't watch them because they don't play the football that resonate with me.
The satisfaction that you need to get from certain type of players and certain type of games. Yeah, I think it's very, very important.
So how do you? And I know this might be a bit tricky, ma'am, because there's also sometimes like back at home where like fans back but yo, that wasn't a nice game. So now for you.
And the number ngidlala especially because yabona ezinye izinto ngisho ukuthi ne-education futhi kuye is shy, yabo, because you tend to overthink izinto, yabo. I'm very analytical. Mina analytical kakhulu. So that's why I don't know mangibukela ibhola khona izinto engizibukela ebholweni ukuthi maybe abanye abantu abaziboni, yabo. Like le nale ngiyabona kunomsindo but dona lela bhola lelana kuba ulitrepe back foot, yabo, or advance so save isikhathi nani. And then mina, because ofana nami abantu bayazi lo kwazi ukudribble like mina ngiyazazi ngiyakwazi ukudribble like
Yeah.
mina ngikhona ngenza noma yini ngebhola like literally ngikhona ngenza noma yini ngebhola so ngiyazi ukuthi ngiyakwazi ukuzenza lezi zinto but sengifundisekile ukuthi mangibona i-teammate yami I shouldn't waste time ngale receiver ngambona ngiyamnika you understand and then for wena ubukele because uyazi ukuthi Fortune ukhona ukwenza lokhu nalokhu ngebhola expectation yakho ukuthi Fortune makalitrapper uzoligibela and Fortune yena makalitrapper ubona teammate alipass
Yeah.
ubona Fortune enzani uyabhoka Fortune manje udlala ibhola elibhora akasadribble nana like nam ngimaturile ngalendlela ukuthi I understand ukuthi bro you don't even have to waste time ngebhola when you receive and you see your teammates are free aku advanced position mnike see when there's time ukuthi ungayizenza lezo ungazenza but
Yeah.
there's no time
Yeah, I guess that's gonna. We actually discussed this issue of that type of stuff. I think it's an issue which comes and goes in our football. Now lately, with our under 20s, they win Namibia. Yeah, those.
and nam ngiyajabula mangibona
But now, what is I mean, as you are saying that you are a player who likes to. I remember you had that situation with Coach Pizzo. I think it was FNB, where he was saying you can't do this thing. What is your view about this whole thing of showboating, really? I mean,
well, personally, and from a point of view, I don't see it as showboating. That's the thing. Like we are gifted in different ways, in our unique, special ways, and we tend to choose our different times to unwrap our gifts. As I mentioned, mina khuluma ngiwanginike ibhola mine, like ngikhongenza ezinye izinto ngebhola, like abanye abantu abangakhona ukuziyenza. So this thing comes natural for umuntu, and at that point in time, especially for the moment, at that point. It was attack. Guy lava ngeke was yabo ngintwana seka ngeke bazosidelela egroundini lethu. Ben pass ibhola. Yabo. Makal passa. The first thing efika engqondweni yabo like uyenza subconsciously because isegazini. Ngaligibela ngedolo bahamba. Sabrika. So qhubeka sadla igame yaqhubeka like that was maybe 60th minute or something. Like the game played for 30 minutes. But Leo moment Leo, he stopped the game for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I retreat. Sabuya sakeni momentum it. I understand but the game is for 30 minutes. And maybe Leo moment Leo siyenze yaba into enkulu. I understand. But
Coach
for
Pizzo
now
was not happy.
yeah, because beku into a game and you know, a hit of the moment. And Coach Pizzo is very influential. That's why I respect cool. That was also a learning process for me. I understand because not everyone sees Leandro Liana from a point of view. Yeah, I mean, I'm a teammate. My teammates understood what was happening. There were times where they would say, "Forge Kibeli boy. We urge you to give a report." Coach Roland would say, "Fortune udlala ngathi coach askis, udlala ngathi coach amlungu." No, we brought you here. You must dribble. When ufuna udlala simple, no, that's not for you. There's people that have been brought here to play that type of football, simple football. Yours is to step on the ball, do whatever you want with the ball, because unika ngaleyo ndlela. So it was a learning process for me in terms of understanding ukuthi akusiwo wonke umuntu oyibona ngale. Omunye umuntu ubona ngathi mina kimi bekufana nokuthi ngibambe ibhola kanje. But bengiyenza ngedolo like yabona like that's why ngikulula. So omunye umuntu ubona umuntu odlala ibhola ngamadolo. And I understand ukuthi it's natural. Bengabe ngiyenza esinye isitayela. See more than less and still bekuzothiwa. So
So And then, I mean, in some of your games, especially recently, I've seen you being used as well as a loose nine. How do you also deal with that? Where Tina Segwati would say, hi.
No, la la la.
Yeah, la, la, la. And then now coaches of Nok 70s are differently.
The good thing with it, when that's why you should get me a hot man. Must not lie apart to slide my teammates up. Most people in Minabangas. And when I went back to Bugel, I mean, there's Mabangas. Abangas is in trainer now, then Bazuk chair with Haashim City is gifted. I'm not a lawyer. Like Luana, who is a different breed. It's just that who can accommodate her on common and ngikho adapt mabangathi manje laba badlala kanje bangena ngibe loyo muntu lo. I think nemfundiso ukuthi as much as ungabe uzazi kanjani makuphilwa ngale ndlela la ungafiki ube siphila ngale ndlela yabo la kuphilwa ngale ndlela. So for mina ngi-versatile. Can play a mover, can play striker. At some point, Coach Tinkler used me as a striker at Maritzburg. And since I'm a coach, can play as a winger. So I'm versatile. As long as I'm able to team. Give me a team balegi lukdula. I'm a 1v1. That's why I love Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
He's gifted.
Yeah.
Like, he's very gifted. 1v1s, I don't think there's anyone that can touch him 1v1.
Issue boy. Okay.
And maybe that's why I would rather watch Kyrie Irving and how he approaches life and all of that. And I'm in that space. But ngidlala ibhola. And ngiyazazi driblana kangakanani, but ibhola akusi one man show.
Show for sure.
So that's why I always need to be in that space where I play for the team, where the team needs me to go and play. I'll be there.
And then how do you pick moments now in a match? And also, have you had situations where maybe you decide to express yourself, but maybe a little bit to the detriment of the team? If maybe the guys are moving and then you hold. Have you had maybe pushback from teammates?
Yeah, I've had quite a number of occasions where I went by attack, feeling trippy people like so ulo nalo wazo understand. So and ngithanda ukuthi mangiqeda ukuyenza letho ngibe serious yabo ungabe ngathi bengiclown. But most of my teammates I like to ayanga like uyabona siyazana ngiyakhumbula ngeke ngaligibele eMaritzburg ngidlala noMabu silane super sport so ngaligibela ngiceda ukuligibela coach Fat on the other side wangithu ulebu la iduze uyahleka uqalile wena bana ngicela ube serious yabo because bazocanga ukuthi ngiyaclowna and uyabona ukuthi lento lengiyenza because laba bayaspress angeke bazospress egroundini like nginayo mina lento le like ulinde uzokutshela masidlala akunabantu abazofika egroundini lethu bazidalela yabo
that arrogance
nyane yabo and sinjalo vele dash Fortune Figo angeke sozwa ngala bafana la yabo la bazophuma bakhathele la yabona leyo nto leyo so sina but mina ngikhona kuyenza ngebhola like ngikhona ukugibela.
Let's see, you must do your talking on the stage, Ben.
Yeah. So, I mean, growing up, were people like Bo, Skara, Ngwabeze, Bo Sheiks, were people that really you looked up to because they were those types of, like gifted. I mean, Sheiks would do things that a normal mere mortal can only think about. He looked there, he passed there, and Sheiks, Skara, unbelievable.
And the good thing, Corey, Skara, I was born in Katlehong, Kahulela Fosu. So Skara is from
Homeboy.
Katlehong. So my dad used to take me. That's my Reloba Shebe. Go Putum. Badla, unali Skara. Unali Skara, unali Kayan, unali Quest. Unali Zidane. Oh, Nebali, Bapaya Vansuemu. So Skara shot 360. Kaya no hona wisha kamatali two. I go class cause nali short. Quest to hona this style saying I go map every game. Again aki zama ka bolo ka so. Like aksoboni vela hona uset. Nekisboni ko Quest excellent. So till this day akikena ke hupula yen. Ke Quest manyew na hona alala left and right. So linna hona alala left and right. Until ki robe actually Moroka Swallows. So nikhona yetsa abo. So that's why hakkhula nekrata di players Steve Likwelia, Jabu Pule. Abo. Tikombise, one of those players. So libo tiko habatla libo zongo batodlala ko nebatla. Batodlala ko Katlehong ke shebile. So ki thuta di taela tse eo. But navele cause nekidula libon. Kia shop ke volleyball. Kokai ke volleyball. So easy then.
I see where the confidence comes from.
It's fascinating, yeah. Because I mean, obviously, a coach. I'm sorry to labor on this issue because in a team, each and every person does their own job. You have got guys who would be the strongman. Like I mean, I remember Bafana of 1996. We had guys like Abu Doctor, Shoes. You've got Eric Tigler, Linda, John Moeti. You have got quick guys like Coach Hellman, and you know. So a coach must find a balance, and sometimes maybe players like you. Sometimes are misunderstood by coaches, and especially if I can say it, European coaches who come to the country. Don't really get the best out of you, and you can say the same thing about Skara also, that maybe the only coach who really understood him was the late coach Ted. Do you feel maybe sometimes you guys are misunderstood by just football in general?
It's different for me, because headspace going a path. Yeah. But from a personal point of view, I wouldn't say we are being misunderstood. It's just that nothing. When I'm understand, now kumele uzithathe uzifake ecathulweni zakho or understanding naye headspace yakhe. Yabo? Bona they coming ne total football. Total football. No the space, no. They respect time and space. No? So you need to minimize that as much as possible because it's advances your core. Yet keep a ball and stuff. And then you figure Tina, technically, it's gifted. You can do things when you lose all about yeah. But we figure ufuna ibhola move. Yabo? Move. When you can trap ali, ulfikisa la ufuna ukuyofika khona ngesikhathi esithize. I understand. But asifuni ukufunda. Yabo? Mina, to be honest with you, yabona bonke labo coach laba esithi aba understand showboating those are the same coaches would say, no, now it's your time to
do it. Yeah.
So you see, there's time for everything.
Yeah.
It's just it just needs the understanding. How can I say? The common ground. You would see, okay, this is the time where I need to do this for the team. Coach, we are born. Our coach born a training. To be honest with you, we are born a training with his trainer. So they know lawyer was we and I don't like this because I'm a fan. But the training you and maybe Rivero never had a problem with me in dribbling. Zimbabwe never had a problem with me. No, Coach Top never had a problem. Yabona labo coach aba strict kanjani. Coach Tinkler never had a problem ukuthi ngiyatribula nani. It's just ukuthi if sidliwa wenza lento le.
There are times where you need to unlock.
Read the moment.
And you have the key.
Yeah. And mina, in most cases, lezo nto ngizenza thola ukuthi basitrailer 1-0. Because saying understand ukuthi manje kumele ngilona. So the understanding needs to come from both ways.
Yeah.
It can't be from a footballer and then makangadlali bathi abantu bazothi bamdlalisi. But mfethu no coach now ufuna ama results. The most entertaining team manje in the PSL, the Pirates, and they are winning. No one's complaining about abantu abatribula.
Yeah. Besides one person I know.
And stadium sakwa. So they are the most watched team. They are the most entertaining team.
For me, I mean, like you are saying, I really don't have a problem with people who are dribbling. But it really has to have a purpose. You can't. I just don't. For the life of me, I don't understand a guy who can just stand on top of the ball for no apparent reason. it beats me sometimes. You know?
Sometimes we just stand on top of the ball
just for the
sake of showing that you can't come and get it. You can just stand on top of it.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
If you
because I mean, I used to watch Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane, you know, those type of players. They would do it, but mostly they eliminate. They create chances for the other guys, and the team is moving. It's nice to watch, but they're going forward. Even locally here, I always say, a lot of people need to go and find Steve Lukula's videos. Steve was moving, going forward. He was eliminating people. A young Jabupule would do these things, but he was going forward, you know. That's fine.
Not at your own box. It frustrates you when it's at your own box.
Sometimes they take it and then they punish you, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's an old age South African thing of South African football, DNA and that thing, and it's very tricky. And I'm glad that we are discussing with you because you are that type of a player.
Are you satisfied now? Can we move on?
And he's unpicking for us. Yeah. No, I'm happy.
You're happy. Thank you. So now, when you then talk about, I mean, you touched on Maritzburg, right? I mean, you guys were absolutely on song, on form. What made the team so special, in your opinion, now, when you look back? Because, I mean, from there, we saw the likes of you guys moving then, of course, to bigger teams, or you, Mabue, or Richard Ofori as well. So talk to us about what made the team so special.
I think we're a bunch of young footballers that were always willing to learn and be coachable. Like, one thing about our team that we always talk about brotherhood and all of that and stuff. And it's always going to be the case. That's everywhere. Even in teams where you can see there's cracks and stuff, but there's still that brotherhood, you know. But in our team, we're that young, zealous, and ambitious, you know. A football team full of players that are always willing to fight for one another, play for one another, learn from one another. That's another thing. And we made the job easier for our coaches because we had good coaches that demanded stuff from us, and we were willing to actually apply ourselves in a way that our coach needed us to do. We would change formations during the game. That's how flexible we were. Formations during the game, and you'd see people inverting, others just taking other people's position. Would always fill one another's position. I'd play as a deep lying midfielder, as a register, in the first phase of build-up. But when we reach the final phase, I'm already in number 10. And our left back is already the holding midfield. Like we were that flexible. Glovu and Shandu are my right backs, but when we consolidate, they are already our number 10s. They're playing as 2 10s. Like we are born labafana laba coach you and by a coach and coach uzot says oh lebu forge you don't move man. Now sibambi ball. Yabo ungakhali ufuna because now uyazazi ukuthi ufuna manje isikhathi salabayani ukuthi bashine and it's open to them. I didn't mind ukudlala kuthuleka 6 months yonke kuthuleka ngishaya umsebenzi obhayane makushayina uNdlovu mabuye no Felicia isikhathi sabo like and say understand isikhathi sabo and those are the things ngasho ukuthi a coach esikhathini samanje akusiza into abahlala phansi namaplayer wabo babafundisa sine indlela esifuna ukudlala ngayo kunje nangayo. For Messi to shine, we need to remove Deco, we need to move Ronaldinho, we need to have an Iniesta and a Xavi that are going to complement Messi. You know those things. But, well, it's South Africa. Wonke umuntu ufuna ukushaya, wonke umuntu ufuna ukubamba ibhola. Yabo. So yeah.
You know what else I'm interested in? It's the dressing room quickly, right? And because I ask this because we know what a Pirates dressing room is like, we know what a Kaizer Chiefs dressing room is like, we know what a Sundowns dressing room is like, Super Sport as well. We've heard from the likes of Mudalo who tell us, when you get there, what it's like. How was it for you guys? And perhaps who were the clowns? If you had to just to paint that picture for us, training session, this is what it looked like at Maritzburg. This is what you were walking into. Ufike laphana, tatas tulo semundu, like benjani.
Nifika in Maritzburg. Coach Steve, no, Coach Mike. I was shama push-ups la I know I was strong. One mistake, push-ups. Coach wakhuluma wavula umlomo wathi uyaphendula push-ups. Sure. Wafika late push-ups. Yonke into. So thina safika siyintwana no. So luckily enough ngiyafika mina ngithola omunye umfana bathemba mavundla. So sikhula sithu besilaliswa los sithu. So mangifika naye ulapha. So uba roommate yami. So khona bo John Pencil. John Pencil buya ku Fulham.
Ghana.
Yeah. Like she changed from here to be inama big names. Khona bo Kathleen Cheese nana. Thina sintwa. But one thing about Tina sa dribble. I wanna hot man at that time. Mangakubonisa ama clips wami ngicela ukufika ku Maritzburg. Then uzobona lo muntu lo alizinto akhona ukuzenza ngebhola. So every morning masifika team. Mawintwana yonke mafika ufuna ibhola. Sizohlala bazosibukela. Ngidlale ngebhola. Bayawoma up ngidlale ngebhola. Mangene egroundini mina kwami ukudribula abantu. So besidane inwele. Sitane inwele lapha sangena like so umuntu makakubona ubona umuntu anohluphayo but because siyintwana sifeza iphupho yabo ama hot man because angisho abo John Pencil wama clown makabona ukuthi ngathi kulona uvele abize thina sizomlwela ama battles wakhe yena okwakho ukuchop so uza thumathi yimi no cream gibela ibhola thina wasikwatisa so kutribula so there was this situation where we played so mawintwana awunandaba nokuthi bakufaka eteamini or kanjani so we played 11v11 nama hot man sabasha 5-0 saboshayi they came in I think the season late so Mrs. Leader 5 saliqala saligibe abasithuka yani na vele ngama player wase training nani abona mayifika lento le abona tawo ake ma players training angikwazi ukulwa mina angithanda ukulwa the only way ukuthi uma ngikwatisa uthatha ibhola yokutribula like ubonisa ukuthi mina yabo lento So then you get to Pirates, so I was Justice Shabalala.
Yes.
Yeah.
Justice Shabalala munye. He chop. That one was a clown. Yeah, it was a clown. Nabolinda. Begumnandi. Begumnandi. And usaba no kulomanga. Intwana ufika lana hlonipha. Yabo? Hlonipha. Funa ukwenza izinto ezibhaya. Kwaba lula futhi. Kwaba lula safika. Sathola amachita a-grand. Yeah, kuningi vele. But sathola amachita a-grand. Uyakhula kanjalo now. Then you learn to do things differently for abanye. Mina bekumele ngingahlali lapha ngihlala le ngikayi basket ngitshintshela lapha ya. Makafika ntwana ozohlala la. It's a lot.
You should have been coached by Ted Metro.
Yeah. What was happening at that time?
No, he believed in players like that. Yeah, he did. He coached a lot of players who, with exceptional talent. Abu John, Siponunians, players who, he just gave them freedom to do their stuff. He believed in African talent.
Yeah.
And, it's a pity.
I think that's why our School of Excellence were molded in that fashion.
Sometimes it's too much. I guess we have to embrace the modern way of doing things.
Yeah.
But sometimes African players need a different touch. That's why it's always important that when a European coach comes, you need to be with a local coach next to him.
For sure.
To guide, because also our players we come from very, very difficult backgrounds where a player is unable to reach fulfill potential because of the burdens at home. And if you can't reach out to that player, you are never going to get the best out of them. And that's a problem. We've seen that quite a lot, So, but it's a complex thing.
No, it definitely is. You want to quickly add to that?
Yeah, what you're mentioning is something that Coach Vatlu once did for us, at Maritzburg. Fast forward, Naboli, Sakishima, Sapai Moto, Sapai, Satengi Moto, and Coach Vatlu has a situation yet. So, cooler, I'm a player from Asafika, Batengi Moto. And then, Konukbon, Labangata Patali Malining for remote. 1v1. Let's see. How's the situation? How are you dealing with your financial issues and stuff? How are you coping? You've bought a car, I see, but how are you coping? Then you are able to also express yourself. Question. Yeah, it's not good. How can we assist you? How can the team assist you guys? Bohisho, come here. Sanuk. Muhao Mukati, come here. Mabue, come here. And I was homies with label, like party, convoy everywhere.
Sure.
EMTTI convoy.
And you are never going to be able to perform if 2 months down the line you realize, I earn 10 rands and I'm paying 5 rands for the car. That thing is going to finish you. You are never going to be able to perform.
Glovu, Shandu, convoy. Muhau, Sanuka, convoy, Diolin, convoy. Come here. And it played a huge role.
Definitely did. And also then moving on from Maritzburg, you touched on Pirates a little bit. Everyone always has an interesting story of how they joined Pirates. How was yours? What happened? How did it come about?
Man, it was interesting.
I know.
When you went to the office.
Mine was very interesting. So, I remember one time, our boss, former boss.
Farouk
Call us.
Karudia.
Yeah, Farouk Karudia call us. Me and Clauiee. And he sat in the back seat of his drove a car. I was like, Fortune, I need to meet you in Dovo. No. Let's meet at the garage. So. Pause my phone now. Sabela ndoda, share. You know, get back. Come. Here's the thing. I've got first for you guys. You know what I'm talking about. But offers for you guys. You guys, you'll be fine. Let's do this. Can do it like that, man. I'm saying, no. So from now on, you're signing with this team. You know the season. Sharp. Right.
Figures, nothing. Figures, nothing.
No, the figures because by the boy leading agents and stuff. I want for formality. Because how you play, like you can't ignore these things. You know, you already know. Kimango, batlang, joang, wabo. What you born at things? Little Facebook, what you born, Instagram, what you born. Plus, they selling you kind of stuff. What you born, my pampiring, wabo. And they were trained to kick off. Look, so color to whom speculation. No. My pen, I'm a playoffs. I think save the team. My pen, over. And I'm a fit like and then I won't go. Finally, okay. For another time, I like confirm. Okay, sure. Okay, how far?
Sure.
And then guy here. Himzinomnya angena shim kamnandi bangamukela mina shim bangamukele kahle kakhulu and ngiyofeza iphupho lentwana encane ekhule favor Pirates nakufuthi favor Pirates so nekile la Pirates ayisho ke Chiefs nekile and the funny part kore neki rata di players tsa Chiefs haho like I mentioned Boskara o Thabo Nodada. So, Robson Chichonek Sababat because never Jap Pirates.
Because Chiefs were glamorous, I mean. They still are.
No,
They still are.
Kilala Maritzburg. Hekena Chiefs. Les mazingen as feel, you know? As feel, okay. And then ingene coast. Feel with that. Let's in a presence. Pirates in any presence. Yeah. Lazy Chiefs. Chiefs just feel. So ma kay haba pagania kaya Anton.
I'm going home.
Pupul Anton encane fully favorite Pirates. I'm face poop.
Nice. How was your first encounter with the chairman?
Like a tweel and come out to China, man. Guy's presence is enormous, and I'll always be grateful for. I think one of the things that I've always wished to do was to sit with him and give me a for everything and get it in your like Kulile, Fortune. Izinto zami zayenzeka yabo to that guy like ube neqiniso kuye yabo.
Did you look him in the eye the first time?
No, let's be the office. Your life will never be the same. Yeah, we signed with a very big institution here. And you must know, our sons Pilela, Uncle Tabalanga Pan. So Balegi Lotus Pataganya. Yeah. And your mamma, because there's always something you can take out of that guy. Mhulu.
So, did you achieve all the stuff that you set out to as
Most of
parents?
the things. Yeah, most of the things. Especially because my figure, man, PDP, you've just signed with us. There was Michael Loftman who was assigned to do those things. He's just signed with us. What is it that you'd want to achieve in your time that you're going to spend here? What is it that you'd like to work out? And initially, I mean, I only contracted 3 years. Then renewal. So that's why khona isikhathi sokufika khona isikhathi sokuhamba. Angeke uze bathi bakupha iminwe wagcine wathola isandla. Sofuna nengalo wena sofuna ukuhlala forever man. Yabo? Yeah, that's why mina ngifuna ukutshela ma ngile ngaba grateful for isikhathi. Ngibe nesikhathi sokufika ngaba nesikhathi sokuhamba. Grateful for lokho.
Sure.
It is what it is. This.
And I mean, we'll get to that right in a bit. But now when you talk about Pirates and how training and how the change room was, I mean, you speak of Linda and, you know, my Jaivane, you know, my fashionista, now utsing my fashionista. So it was like a really good brotherhood that we witnessed from, and that's a nice thing about, you know, your generation of players is that there's no guti sialusana and abandabavan. Like we saw that. Talk to us about how those, you know, private training sessions where you talk about Coach Thulani as well. Perhaps also talk about the coaches that coached you while you were at Pirates.
So when I got there, please excuse me, Coach Thulani, Coach Micho. Then we have Coach Zinpawa, Coach Fatlu, Coach Mandla, and then we have Coach Rivera. But throughout the whole timing spent in Payan, everyone came in with different stuff to learn from. It was up to us to say Tatana. I won't lie. After Coach Roland Hambi, because we slightly in your ball, cool. I slightly in your ball. Like when you're grounding, I'm functional. When you're grounding, you should. I love us so bad. I love you so la la na.
Under Rulan, under Coach Rulan.
Yeah, humble, confident. I love you so la la na. I buy your mark. I buy your kitchen music, and because I won't lie. You'll never be coached by Coach Thulani, ne? And not improve. Unless vele awufuna. Yeah. Yabo? Yeah, coach and you demand. And mhlambe mina ngishilo ngathi ngibuya ku law enforcement. Ngiyamthanda ucoach odemanda. Yabo? If indlela yokwenza senza kanje, indlela yokwenza ile. Wayenze yakho, I then we are side tracker kule nto thina esine visionary. So, say demand, you know? And that's one thing. No coach Zinpa Magafi was that coach Masahan, you know? It's a pity Paul Abesilala actually will suit up most of team because Elhambe Moyen coach. Yes, it was hand Beswigin but Elhambe Moyen. So my midfield Paul Elhambe Moyen takes a lot away from you. And then go about coach Fat, you know, coach Mandla, but remember, it's a process there. So for them to change isn't, and knowing Coach Fatlu Utandi Polinja and so I felt it took away a lot from Ukonolag. Because already Pirates Kalangama result, Funama result. There's no time for you to come. Isn't it down? Come, let's play. You would see good careful. Once it's under pressure, then Asami, we've got nothing to lose. Then you see Pirates, my Kef Confed, where we
final, yeah.
Then you could see, man, this is the Pirates, but Masqueli King. It's because Ulali Pirates is funny league results, Champions League. Now we know domestic cups, but it's funny league safe. So, our results, and we didn't play that fascinating football. So yes, because siyasebenza singama hard work most of us. Yabo, for abantu aba-gifted and abakhona nokuthi basifake ispan, then it's something else, yabo. But we enjoyed that and it's a push until kufika Rivera. And then you could see ukuthi yazi ngathi balande ucoach Thulani eSpain bamle, yabo leyo nto leyo, because uyabuyisa leyo nto leyo, ufuna indlela, ufuna sihlale kanje, he's got time, ufuna sihlale kanje, build up, ungakhahleli ibhola, asikaze satraina thina ibhola elihambe emoyeni, build up 2 seasons 3 seasons wonke we play, and then you start to see Abu Sipo, oh, that one is a good player, he can play, he can do this, even if he mistake yenzekile, but that's what the coach wants, he demands that from him. Then you are going, oh, it's him, because the Pirates is that type of a team. So you learn from those things, you intake what you need to take, learn, improve. I think that's one thing. Must ngaba nice, ngama footballers.
Yeah. How is it from your perspective, Ndwana, in terms of uyadlala ibhola? I mean, under Thulani, you speak about bedlala kamnandi, but the results are not coming, the trophies are not coming. How do you then handle that?
It was tricky for Tina, because we were not losing games. We were not losing games. Under coach, we were not losing games. It's just that we were also not winning. Like we played a lot of draws. We even played 3-3. And the season after, like we put ground in my chance over my 39, 38. Like we are missing a lot of chances, and we're still playing well. And maybe we'll lose 2 of the most important games, which is against Kaizer Chiefs. If we are Pirates, so it's what we ballegin. Ungayidli Sundowns. Yeah, manje sekubalekile ukudla Sundowns. Yeah. But the Chiefs can't lose. I understand. So silapho unwin and lose, but lose allow Chiefs. And then dlala ukuyidlula Chiefs. No coach level mayambe azokutshela. Sina masodlala ne Pirates. So defend. Bayazi bazodefend yabona. But if we win the game, then puts in a lot of pressure and stuff, and then we are hard. Maybe siyakhala. So sazomthola coach Orange. At least it's no coach bad, but mhlawumbe akana that freedom, yabo. Maybe akanayo makano coach Maya, yabo. So
I still think Coach Thulani will come back to Pirates and he'll win the league. Pirates.
We'll bookmark this. Where are my ex-people? We must bookmark this.
Coach Thulani will come back to Pirates and he'll win the league with Pirates.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Because and I enjoy
I also say that the people at Wydad will regret having fired him.
Okay, bold statements today from the influencer.
He's a top coach. He needed a bit of time.
He's a top
Sometimes
coach,
big
top
clubs
human
are
being,
obsessed with just some in a life of a big club. At some stage, you need to sit and go for a process.
Thank you. And
This madness of just wanting to win all the time is not sustainable.
And that's what Pirates did with Coach Rivera. I think.
Project.
Yeah, we need to go through that. It's crazy because lately I've been reflecting on my spell at Cape Town City. And that's one of the things, like when feeling a team, we could have managed better. Understand, like we came in as players, one would say, okay, I'm a big players. So that on its own sends a statement so you want to compete for titles. And they were signs, you could see, especially in the beginning, because we had a good preseason. We had a top preseason team.
Yeah.
Top preseason. and you could see, oh, laba bazoba inkinga, yabo? And then maybe 3 games down the line, after a game Stellenbosch, so I lose. Then a lot of things, the colors are change, yabo? So that's why you should, from a perspective, I should mean analytical, maybe abnormal, yabo? So I can do it together. Sometimes in business, one of the primary purposes of running a business, we know, is to sell and make profit. But sometimes you need to go through a process where you just maintain good service.
Just break even and maintain good service.
Yeah, just manage and maintain good service production. Service delivery, manage the situation. Service deliver. No retila kami, service deliver. Arbatlo rekisa or babo. Service deliver because babang economy ahona is not in a good state.
Yeah.
Babang batla ukolotis. Babo. Because get client how or eling loyal in yeah. Even go a long way. So at that point in time, we brought in these players because we were who fighter for league, can't maybe lose a game one maybe against the rivals, and then we battle change. Like I could do it, get in a hand. It's hard to bear because it's a process.
Yeah.
We've already seen the sign. But what about Mahlatse Pirates? Shas Kukune, the team is strong. And then we lose against Stellenbosch. Ardal Sengbana. So no serbatang. Hutela Kokai or Rekising match. Well, I understand. And then, yeah, Akhelana, I didn't say. Akhelana. Mhlomong maybe refilang kari. I uchore angeke risa khona u compete. Batswana kitli setse mo smang yeah, khanti nako. So I can do it.
It's difficult because we have said they're trying to analyze it, but I don't know. I don't know what happened at Capital City.
Yeah, we've all been asking ourselves. I mean, from during the season, and even as coach, I understand. It's not making sense.
Had a top team. Capital City is a very, very, very top team.
Yeah.
Top team, well ran.
So yeah, good people behind the scenes also.
Yeah. And maybe because this thing was new. I wonder when you're not used to being in a situation like that, and you just hit you guys and you don't even know how to react or manage such situations and stuff. We had a lot to learn. We've learned a lot from that situation and stuff.
And how was Krimman?
Top.
A lot of people who sit there where you are sitting.
Yeah. They always say Krim is the top player.
That's why some things are sad. And especially for a team like that one. The players say, Kamu. Like, I want to before give it like a Krim. Kamu. Top human being, top baller, very professional. Kamu aspana, kamu na discipline, hot man. Nani gidu lalika, like fitilian, diploma, failing, office, even remove the female taruna. And then, hot man,
it's a different standard,
yeah, and na kibsuku for the.
Baba sits in there.
Because I think if I were to put it this way, Cape Town City is probably the best youth team in terms of talent.
Yeah, because you can see with DDC, they win it almost every season.
ne? In the league. Ne? But tshwanetse ba coach you. They still need to be coached. There's still a lot of coaching that needs to be done. But the good things that they had coaches like Manyama and Coach Mayambe. I've trained under Coach Mayambe. Ne? Hagitsu, I was very impressed. Karen, the boys are in good hands.
I think he has left now there.
Yeah, because what coach I'm told. So if the Ntwana Tsele, the batla, who learn, the coach you, then banally chance of babe grand. But if I'm a coach you, that's the thing. Never say coach you.
So as I said with him, Coach Mayambela, I asked him, "What is your football philosophy?" I want to play like a lion. You know, a lion when it's going for prey. When a lion goes for prey, it goes here. That's it. Suffocate you. 2 minutes later, you are dead. That's how he wants to play.
Sure.
It talks a lot of good football. 1 hour, 30 minutes, top stuff.
Training maybe 2 days, and I, because the kids are injuring, but Travis and Kaba Sharp, Karen, Cape Town City as a coach here. Coach Manyama, because those are the coach, but demand a coach. I PSL. I can't be. Yeah, unali na kwa ya abo. Reta so.
Yeah.
Coach Manyama, coach, and especially because they understand the game from inside out.
Yeah, true.
So they are relatable. They are relatable. If I fit to PSL, if I was playing training, can't win a game. And that's one thing. Kamuli the cream. Yeah, well, maybe we demand data. Yeah, I said if sprints, no, they
but
can't
you can't
give
because of age, yeah.
Yeah, they can't give you that, but they'll give you the brains. They'll give you the work ethic.
Yeah.
I can hope we can team one Kamohelo Mokotjo go training. And so those are the things. And I have respect. And maybe this guy in South Africa, but or maybe I feel threatened about their presence. I understand. Then we maximize to our best ability. Those guys are top, top bowlers. Oh, like no, seriously, yeah. Fortune Makaringe, ne, da. Magdala li batubale ne hotman. Kya chaka. Mudimu na kya lebu.
Yeah.
Kimu top.
Yeah, and I mean, when he was playing at Ajax, before he went to Europe, yeah, one of the last crop of players who left this country straight into the first team in Europe. Now, there's not even a single player who can leave here and go straight into the first team in Europe.
Sure, and we could still talk more about cream, but before we then, wrap up, Fortune, I mean, you have to look into, I remember there's a part where you speak about mental strength, and you reference a Kermit Erasmus, especially after he had such a long break, and then finally gets a team. You're in your break now. Talk to us about how you're handling, looking for a new team and really applying that mental strength that you now need to apply as you wait to embrace a new home.
I won't lie, it's not easy. And I would say it seems manageable because I I have my own coping mechanisms. One would think, I don't have stress, I don't have team. I stress, I don't but man can stress apply.
It's difficult. Yeah.
Like blind. And I'm showing maybe not because of side, yeah. Side, but the whole process is a lot. Kithusa gore. Ki na le family, yabo?
Yeah.
Family engatanang. Bana le hore ipola maliphela wena yazi uzobuyela ku family yakho. Ne? So these are the things esingazinaki. Ipola maliphela alipheli ngoba maybe sokuphuka idolo walona. Ipola liphela makuphela contract. Yabo? Ngikadula no. Phela 10 years so ukuthi akunamuntu ongisayinile. Yabo? Abantu bazobona ngathi after 10 years ibhola liphela after 10 years. Ibhola liphela Cape Town City my thing. Bro. Siyabonga service yakho. Kuyaphela la. Yabo? And it's difficult, I won't lie. It's hard. Like it's very difficult. Ne? For someone ongajwayelanga kuba kule situation. Yabo? Mangiphuma phakathi bekungcono. Yabo? But manje kuwes. Yabo? Kuwes. Angicabanga yo nginabantwana bami abayiboma 650. Ne? Aba dependa ku month to month salary yami. Anginafanda mina Hotman Fund Foundation yethu. Anginafanda business la. Yabo? So meaning leyo funding ngiyithola from kuphi? From month to month salary yami. 18. So 1 month ngana salary affect abantwana abaningi ngiza ikole lezi yabo aba rely game. So ngiya stress yabo. But you stress until because only way ukuthi kube ngcono ukuthi uthole span. Yabo? Team grand. Yabo? Team grand khona ukuthi uqhubeke usebenze kahle futhi. Uzinakho kubalekile lokho. Umunye uyabheka sign Fortune brand. So if ngisign Fortune then ngizokhona ukumaximize in terms of engagement yami nama sponsors wami. Yabo? So these things don't happen by sheer luck.
Yeah.
Went to Cape Town City, FNP yabona. Lo. Singakhona ukuthi sebenze na.
So you are even doing a podcast now. I saw you at FNB the other day.
Yeah, I want into Joalo. Yeah, yabo. Paris native Fortune song 2 of Vodacom. And we are yabo. Like about Tamai. Oh yeah. Kidin tsutsanyana sadi naging. Tamai. Oh yeah, Vodacom. Adidas. Oh, mina sponsor na. Hamba Adidas. Ni ichabuli Adidas. Yabo. Gupi lezo zinto. So isikhathini samanje. Fortune ana span.
Yeah.
So you are looking for a club and you have not retired. You are not retiring.
No, I'm not. You are.
Tsasemncane kangaka.
Sasemncane.
No.
Bantwana babantu ekolweni basazolamba. If I was telling my younger brother the other time. I was like, "Po, look at this. Someone who celebrates to Fortune uphelele umsebenzi."
Which is sad, yeah.
I celebrate. Fortune uphelele umsebenzi. The same person in Holy Grant. Yeah? How much is the grant per month? 300, 450.
Yeah, something like
450. So, if we look at it this way, for each 100K per month that might have been earned by Fortune, ne? It was taxed 45%. 45%, which is 45,000. Was feeding around 100 to 10,000 people. About South Africa. About only 450.
Those who are celebrating now.
So we should imagine Fortune wena njengoba uphelele umsebenzi affect abantu abangaka 100 per month.
Excluding your direct family.
including my direct family.
Sure.
And these are things esingazinaki. Le bebayitexa ongeke uyithole back because asinayo pension fund eleyo nto leyo mabakutexa. So yabo izinto and izinto esingekho educated ngazo. Yabo entwana sekhaya userious. So yacabanga ke ukuthi mangidlala lapha, and it was even worse for me. Inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu mangibona iCape Town City, you know, yabo, because Cape Town City came all the way to Force ne FNP bazenzela abantwana bama primary nama high schools tournament. Yacabanga. So think about it. Cape Town City may relegate. Stands a chance of lose at least a sponsor. It's cool. Yabona ukuthi zingakanani impilo zabantu ezimessed up. And then sizohlala lana usicabangela wena. Yabo? But reality ukuthi it's messed up.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Joint committees will losing, you get bad. Yabo? So hlala sole in losing you get bad. Lose must sponsors. Oh, it's in make grand. So yeah, ngabe ngikhala manje nabanye bayakhala. Abantu abang innocent baluze imisebenzi. Ophekayo chef lose. Bad.
Yeah, because it's a whole line of
It's a
people.
ripple effect.
It's a ripple effect, yeah. It's a sad thing.
So in terms of friendships, and I ask this because at least I know your circle, and like when you guys go through your own storms, you're always there for each other. How do you handle it? Because I know also the bro that we were talking to before the show started, he's also going through his own storm right now. How do you guys encourage each other?
There's no formula for such things. You know, as I mentioned, you tend to find your coping mechanism. We might say sapotana and phone call here and there and stuff, but sample leyo muntu lo udinga something different. That's why it's agna from you. Ngakufone ntwana okay sure na. But mhlambe ukuze abe grand lo muntu lo cabangisala. Udingisala. Yeah, sure. Move and but Friday kuyaholo. Hayi hloki baba. I understand that man. So and sick affected ne family. Yeah, okay. Because yena more concerned. And kumbuli, most of us nisbiza nama pillars of strength. And so onjengam man. Like ngiyasho in a company, logistics company, driver and that. But me find a month to month salary. So meaning if I'm gonna go, statistics are totally the team, ne? In decide everything. I want to about 7 years.
They're affected.
So
especially if he's not busy. Because if he's busy, then it will sustain itself. But
so khuthaza nangasho ukuthi akhuthaza. Yeah, sakhuluma njalo nene safonelana. Yabona namanje ivele yangena phone call nje. Ntwana Fortune unjani bengicabanga izolo. Yabo. Day before just yesterday ngikhuluma nomunye wethu, yabo? Because siyahlangana sijime sonke sidlala into ebusuku. Yabo, athi angitshela the same thing, athi omunye umuntu angacanga ukuthi hayi angina stress nani, but what more can I do? Yabo, it's unlike ama team awayazi i-services singagayana ngayo or ini, but yonke into inesikhathi sayo.
so Fortune, where are agents in all this thing?
Haashim I think my agents are called. And to be quite fair, maybe esikhathini samanje mina angakhulumi ne-agent la, mina angazi mina kwenzakalani ngempilo yami, ngakabi ne angazi, but mhlawumbe ukhona umunye am-attendile amlungisela into yakhe, so isitori sami nesakhe ngeke sifane. I understand. So in normal circumstances uba nama-PA ne ukuthi umunye agade bani kanjani. So mhlawumbe kusipanwa ngaleyo ndlela le, yabo. But I know for a certain nami angikhona ukuthi nakalokhu ngesikhathi ngiba overwhelmed njengami mina overwhelmed nokukhohlwa ezinye izinto, but khohliwe, yabo. But mhlawumbe nabo esikhathini samanje ba overwhelmed of season nani, but mina personally ingakho namhlanje
22 I think.
Yeah, mina agent la mali kakhuluma nax na, so ngina 3 weeks ngana team,
But
so
also
angifuni ukumcambela amanga ngithi mhlawumbe uyazama uyahlanganisa, but kuyastressa kakhulu because awazi na ukwenzakala ubani ukhuluma nawe nyakuphi, maybe uzofika seyafika kusasa khona i-team 8 sekumele ngitshela umama sekhaya ukuthi siyamove siyakuphi kuphi, yabo. But if there's continuous communication, then it's even better. But maybe it's baning.
Sure. All right. So
I've got an opinion, but I'll
you reserve it. I think I know what their opinion is. But anyway, before we then wrap up, I've got 2 more questions for you from my side. The first one being, I remember the last Orlando Pirates game, Nedbank game, before you left, we were at Mbombela Stadium, and then few weeks later, I was perplexed. I'm like, this guy, I was with him, Did you know at that point that you were leaving? And when did you find out? How did you find out?
Yeah, already. I already knew.
You already knew.
Already knew. Yeah. I think weeks before the Nedbank Cup final, I would say. So I already knew. You know? But Fortune, and I keep feeling na fela, man. So I felt it was very important, né, for me to maintain and manage myself as professional as I could possibly do for the team.
Yeah.
You know, help the team prepare. I won't lie, no one knew. Like I trained till the last day, prepare a Nedbank final. Maybe in a week or 2 weeks, but trainer the way. Yeah, like a contest for Ojala final. I understand, because I knew and understood how important it is for the other guys to be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
I understand. No winner, and that's why I celebrate.
You were so happy.
Yeah, okay. And then Marakitsi, same league or Cape Town City.
When did you know with Cape Town City?
Maybe a few days before Redlala. Let me say immediately after the Orbit game.
Sure.
Because we nearly came, Monday. Those things are important.
Yeah.
Because wakala wena watosam out.
Yeah, we were disrupting the team also.
Renali bana go team. Habona hotman. Haba tutla chimi nga chimi kren. Yeah, na waka. Una nanga kintu kren. So those things are returning. I won't lie. Let's see the playoffs. So a few weeks before the playoffs. So Kilimate ka last game the league. So ka trainer kayo until ki feel more timers, so because nena li delay, ka kuparelo etsa scan, for kitsibo for etsana. But in the meantime, ka qhubeka. Ba wa sa duli, ka re eish. Bana ngwana o ithuta ka bona motho moholo. Ha bona gona kaofela re dutse, ha re train. Ba tlo qala ba treke mount. Yeah. Whereas they should be training, but preparing, like fighting a status. But why timas? I want to get la train. As long as we now, but khuthala. Because habaka qala ba bona but lo relax.
Yeah, because they won't understand.
Yeah. And then ka manager jwala until I care for scan but toilet results. Aba sharp for him. Galo dlala, galo qala ke. And hona re bo 18, 19. Ba le ba banyane. Yeah. So you can't expect bona ba will handle this in Hotman on a knock, so that's why I'm managing. But when I'm to Jimmy.
Yeah.
100%. All right, so last question, right? That being in terms of like when you look into your career, just rapid questions really. I mean, who is the most hardworking, be it at Maritzburg, Orlando Pirates, Cape Town City? You can touch on a bit of Jomo Cosmos because you're at Cosmos as well. In your opinion, like players that you've worked alongside, who has been the most hardworking footballer?
I won't lie. If I were to pick two,
okay, let's do two.
Would be Linda and Dave.
Sure.
Yeah, Baspana. Yeah, Baspana. Now, I've never been moto or atang gym and stuff. Yeah, not in terms of my anaerobic capacity. Like Hotman, Rekasha beep test, like ngeke retso gymming ba Fortune Makaringe go top mang like I wanna excuse them to or aspani go training, but I've never been moto gym, but it's crazy because for the past year, like yo shaile gym maybe more than career so you can gym every day, man. Ki mention a label because ke batho ba gym lebu na tlo ntwana sambe gym antwana sohlangana le to indoor yabo o tla vaya shy gym a khutla tla indoor yeah na batla bolo tsa bolo yeah yabo
Yeah, we're not available.
Linda o khona lo mbona le wa gym yabo le no ha ke tswa eng ha nka fonela lebu gym yabo so bale ke a tsiba ba spa le go training. Another one is Philip Ndlondlo.
Yes.
Philip was fun. Yeah. So and surprisingly, almost Kaufe, Lamine was fun. You'd never tell of Lamine was fun. Shenko
can be lazy sometimes, bruv.
Yeah. Well, good. He player Ejualo.
Yeah.
But was fun. Serious, but child, why won't say data as go training? Was fun.
Okay.
Go Pirates.
He's a top player.
To be. Yeah. And it, a sick mistake. Like was fun. Behind the scenes, was fun. So getting pictures, Nah, yeah, I know. 6 p.m. gym. Neseki value one.
Sure.
Yeah, can evit lap now. It's fun. But I'm was in gym too. Maraseli, Madi, and then something we try now.
Yeah. Who gave you a tough time game day? Would see you're prepared. I'm going to face Ufigo and that. I'm not in the mood. Come on.
I won't lie, nearly dash. I dash when I'm full. No, the thing is with dash be good different, yeah. Because especially from Mahlatse Mphahlele, Adala Cosmos, Dash basbhala.
Yeah.
Dash unalibu Makaula, abelu wabo libu Fortune, because Dash wasaka,
True.
wamata, wapasa. Abo, ukhona uthwaka bolo. Top. Ay, no. Because Clauiee ba longizomdribula adlule. Angeke abuye. So Dash abatlu hluliwa.
Yeah.
Yabo? He's always been that type of a play. Even as a striker, Dash na striker. Abatlu hluliwa. So nek hlodlala livet. Oh. Dash likholo Alexander elaba bayaqapa yababona bokatsana yabona bokatsana wabo next time katsana utlonkapa manje ngitlomdribu yabo oh hey unokuphuma ungakhonanga nokumdribula manje ula yabo ubuhlali wathi ba oh ukata udribula na khona umathali bona oh adribula umathali bona akutshwanetse ke give up angeke give up so bale ba bang ha mo dribula wa give up so
how's the conversation with Dash, because Dash is special case.
That very good grand because nalo lelo side lamlo
now
thina vele masihlangane boma fashion bopule akasisho bopule ki but Machita trend. Machita trend.
Sure. All right, so I'm hoping you enjoyed this conversation.
This must be the longest interview I've done here.
You think so? I don't think so. Oh, but I remove 5 hours.
Yeah, I had a question, but I guess.
Ask it quickly.
Yeah, I wanted to find out. You know, I was watching something about Brazilian football. Excuse me. They are talking about there are so many players in Brazil who don't make it. There's a lot of them. And who were good enough. In South Africa, we have that situation. I'm sure there must be a lot of guys from Kasi, who were very good and who didn't make it. And I'm sure you feel sad for them.
I do, man. Yes. Especially there's 3 of those that I grew up with. Ne? I sometimes felt like they were more gifted than me. Ne? The difference between me and them would be the fact that I'm able to adapt. Ne? And my adaptation influenced the versatility in me. So I played with Thulani left foot. Like when I kick and told, but I know like left height. And then there was another one, the Waraki Sipo Sugas, Waraki Shavi. Unalu passable also. I shy penalty so. Yeah, like Wabona Muto.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Quest. Man. Quest in there. Nalenzima. And then le omong nekdlala and then nekdlala na liko skolo. Baraki Kimzugis. Like keep best friend from Okhona pass nekitsiba na ke khotse ke wing. And that's why I know maybe Motsepe bangdlalisa first night because ke khona gana. Break a line. Because everyone was a ball. Natsiba, angishebi lungishe. Ke pass. Okay. So I wanna the player say jwalo. Well, bomporo ba the PSL and then you will shake it up. But how about but Thulani, Spoiler, Quest, Zugisi, Little Hobuhata, Chikalik, like those ones, like
top.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mbisa or Pisa.
Pisa Matamat.
He played a bit of. He was at Sundowns.
Nah,
I think maybe we need to get a professor from some university. To come and just explain to us why Pisa did not make it.
Right.
Pisa was, I had the privilege of seeing him at training.
Sure.
Go Tlorkop. He was something else. Yo.
Pisa Natamati was that in that contemporary group, Yabo Quest.
No.
Libo Brian Khafani.
Yeah. Go Binoni.
Yeah.
No.
So, like Began Tsui.
He was, I
Yeah,
know.
Began Tsui.
Pisa Batabat. Go tell Pisa they call him tomato sauce. No, I don't follow movie and I talk of Vala, but it's smoother.
Yeah.
Bongana 12. Short is
short.
No.
Ligo A6. Ligo A6.
I forget about this thing.
So, everyone allow
You don't understand.
Top notch.
You don't understand.
Yeah,
It's
no.
unbelievable.
Sometimes fortune is
Yeah, well.
necessary, ne?
Yeah.
I was speaking to, lastly, I was speaking to Kokotsomotu the other day.
Sure.
There was a guy,
I like how you had one question.
just to close. Pax, we are closing now. He was from the Free State. He's now a prison warder at New Loco. Remember when the first division was still called MTN? There was a team from Attachville called the Lower Power Stars. He was playing for that team. They were coached by the late Iwi Kambuli. They used to call him DSTV.
That's why it's my thing about Tito.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Bavuselele leyo nto leyo. Yabona owasethembisa makabona uTito aqala lithi.
Ngiyajabula.
Yeah, such a mina futhi man mina eKaslami bayangikwatela. Yabo, because bayazi ukuthi na I remember akudlala the tournament nalibu iHotman bumayoyo ayoba.
Yeah.
Yabo. Ba skiskim se one libo mporo. Yabo. Ning bana lu kana ke Aston Villa bosikhwama.
Yeah.
Nake tshweretsetsa ka tse.
Yeah.
So setsa ka diadlala yabo.
Yeah.
Nna ke tlo ba o tlo le tshwarang he mara ke batla ba reng ba ntswemo ha ke fitla ke ba Italian back I out ya mara ke re ka lengwele ke khanyane di
Yeah.
plus ko ka se ha ka here e wa shifta ke move ke fita so hona le o gadlala mara nna ha fitla kone ya ke tla e Or ba Paul, I know what's even. I lay as praise.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't press.
So when I don't quite tell you, Lipo Zalayo, Naki Hula, Faswa Kalawa Siname.
Yeah.
Especially because it was the first one. One of the first few guys, Lipo Pilanku. But because Kalawa Nali flavor a Hono Pasa, Kiana Navuta Dash. Atlodlala kuma 10-10. So mara was le polo dlala ya
Ayiyo hosi.
because nathi ba nakhona utribu. Yeah, ke dlala 2 touch. Max dlala 2 touch, 3 touch. Like Max go ground because well sekibona umuntu rechilo ele. But for umuntu okhona ukuzenza lezi zinto lezi like sikudinga ukuthi oziyenza makunasikhathi kumele swini ngicabanga kuwe ngitribu nahana Hotman if nekiphizi kitribula kipalama ko Cape Town City no relegate you ne batho
Don't blame wena.
Ba tla bala article here. Ari hey Fortune
He's dancing.
He's been dancing. This one has been dancing the whole season.
Please,
Take us seriously,
We need to learn.
Coach Peter says,
That's why it's up to the individual. Why two tana? Things like uskain kaka katilang Coach Peter gazondi mu. Understand? Uzamukufundisa. And because they give him respect because he's smart. Coach Peter influential and uyakwazi ukuspanisa into ethize ngesikhathi
And man games also.
so ma utomokoza uthatha ngathi bekweyalapha idlulile idlulile at any given day coach Peter mangibiza uyomdlalela ungayomdlala and akhona ukukusebenzisa ngendlela egrand futhi wena futhi
Don't otherwise
Yeah, no,
forever and ever.
Yeah,
Do you have one more? Oh, you're
No, no, no.
satisfied.
No, that man behind the camera is going to kill me. If I ask one more
And I'm glad
question.
he'll come for you. Donna, thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Clearly, we need a part 2 because didn't need to talk, hey?
No, we need part 2, yeah.
Yeah, no, Ria's fine. But anyway, that's how we wrap it up on the Arena Sports Show. We're hoping you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Cheers. Goodbye.
Ciao.